can contaminate the fresh product. Quick tip: make sure the sanding sealer is allowed to dry until it can be screened without loading up the sanding screen. This usually takes about 2 hours depending on drying conditions. Using a 175 RPM buffer, lightly screen the floor to remove any raised wood grain. The proper screen to use depends on the condition of your floor. Your Pioneer Eclipse distributor will help you select the appropriate screen for the job. Thoroughly dust mop the floor using an untreated dust mop. Vacuum to remove excess dust, and tack. Apply a second coat of wood prime sanding sealer in the same manner as the first. Run a 4-inch line of sealer the length of the floor, going with the grain. Spread quickly with the T-bar applicator, picking up the excess on each pass and smoothing out turns. Allow to dry 1 to 2 hours, then lightly screen, dust mop, and vacuum. After screening the second coat, tack the floor using damp Turkish towels or tack cloths. Immerse the towels in a mop bucket of clean water and wring. Place the towels on the floor. Place a dust mop frame over the towels and overlap the towels over the frame. Tack the floor carefully, going with the grain of the wood, overlapping each lane. Multiple towels are necessary for this job. Quick tip: your floor will be very dusty after screening. Use the 2-bucket method to rinse dusty cloths. When the damp tack cloth becomes loaded with dust, rinse in the first bucket to remove most of the soil. Wring, then rinse again in the second bucket. Change your water buckets often and don't use towels that have become too dirty to rinse clean. After the floor is completely dry, you are ready to apply the finish. Apply WoodStar coating only to floors that have been properly sealed with wood prime, lightly screened, and which are clean and completely dust-free. Using a T-bar applicator, apply WoodStar coating just as you did the wood prime sanding sealer. Pour WoodStar into a clean watering can with a plain spout. Pour a 4-inch line of finish along one edge of the floor, extending the whole length of the floor, going with the grain. Use the applicator to spread the coating, with the excess directed at the unfinished section. Walk quickly and maintain a wet edge. When needed, pour more coating onto the floor in a line using the watering can. Apply a total of 4 coats of WoodStar to new floors, allowing 1 to 2 hours drying time between coats. 2 coats may be applied initially and then additional coats after a light screening. Quick tip: areas that receive heavy wear, such as doorways, traffic lanes, and around drinking fountains, may need an additional coat. After coating, thoroughly clean the applicator pad in water and rinse out the watering can. Properly dispose of extra finish in the watering can. To avoid contamination, never return used finish back to the original container. The floor will be fully cured in 3 days. If you are unable to block the floor from all traffic for the entire curing period, clean the floor thoroughly before burnishing, using the daily cleaning process covered later in this video. Even if the area has been closed to traffic, be sure to thoroughly dust mop the floor before burnishing. Never burnish a dirty floor. Use a Pioneer Eclipse Ultra High Speed Burnisher with a blue blend pad to bring out a beautiful wet look shine. Before you begin burnishing, always perform routine maintenance on your machine. Refer to the machine's operator's manual for specific maintenance operations for your burnisher. Check the pad holder and make sure that the pad is clean and dry. As you burnish, remember to walk slowly and keep the burnisher moving at all times for the best results. Check the pad occasionally for dirt and debris, which will cause scratches and swirls in your finish. Clean, flip, or change the pad as needed. If your machine has a dust collection system, don't forget to check and empty the dust box or bag frequently. After burnishing, dust mop the floor one final time and you're ready to replace furniture and movable objects and remove warning signs. When putting your burnisher away, clean the pad and hang it up to dry. Also check and clean filters so they will be dry and ready for the next use. Daily maintenance. In order to keep your floors beautiful and durable, it is important to maintain them carefully on a daily basis. The floor must be properly sealed so that cleaning solutions cannot flow between the individual floorboards to the subflooring. If cleaning solution is allowed to penetrate under the floorboards, water damage such as swelling, cupping, or crowning can occur. Before beginning any floor maintenance, remove all furniture and movable objects from the area and mark your work area with safety cones and signs. Dust mop the floor using a dust mop treated with Eclipse Dust Mop Treatment. Eclipse Dust Mop Treatment is specially formulated to work with your Pioneer Eclipse WoodStar floor care system. Pre-treated mops or other oil-based treatments can damage your finish and result in slippery floors. To treat your dust mop, spray a fine mist of Eclipse Dust Mop Treatment from a spray bottle onto the mop head. Be careful not to soak the mop, and reapply as needed. The best way to clean your floor quickly and effectively is with an auto scrubber. If an auto scrubber is not available, you can also use wet mops and buckets. To clean the floor using an auto scrubber, first prepare your machine for duty. Check the batteries and add water if necessary. Refer to your machine's operator's manual for instructions. Fill the solution tank with a solution of Eclipse Neutral Cleaner using either your Pioneer Eclipse dispenser or by measuring the neutral cleaner into the auto scrubber's solution tank with a large measuring cup, then filling the tank with water. Be sure to follow label instructions for the proper dilution. Using the single pass method, auto scrub the floor with the solution on, squeegee down, and vacuum on. Twice a week, use Rebound Cleaner Enhancer instead of Eclipse Neutral Cleaner to help maintain the finish and restore the shine. Quick tip: remove black heel marks from the floor by dipping the centerpiece from a buffing pad into cleaner solution and lightly rubbing until the mark disappears. Allow the floor to dry thoroughly. Use this time to clean and store the auto scrubber and begin recharging the battery. After the floor dries completely, burnish with a Pioneer Eclipse Ultra High Speed Burnisher and a Blue Blend pad. After burnishing, dust mop the floor one final time and you're ready to replace furniture and movable objects and remove warning signs. Quick tip: floors should be dusted